Hey y'all. Hey y'all. All right, I'm just want to make sure that we can see here. I know y'all not all over there on TikTok that y'all forgot about the live today. I know TikTok didn't come back and y'all was like, not today. I catch the replay. I'm going on TikTok. I know that's not what happened. Was y'all crashing out? Baby, was y'all crashing out because I was so sad last night laying in my bed. I was like, I might as well just go to sleep, but I'm a scroll. Okay, I didn't have nothing to watch. I was like, "What's going on?" So I know y'all not over there on TikTok. Get in here. Okay, get in here. Y'all was distraught last night. I was like, TikTok, why? Okay, I don't know what deal they out there making, but Trump is playing games. Okay, because how you gonna be the one that want the app banned, but now you saving it? Now you saving it and whatnot. You know what? I got questions, but we probably never get answers. So it is what it is. At this point, what is going on, y'all? We gotta get into some things. How are y'all doing on this Sunday? I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all doing well. Listen, so my one of my goals this year is to get at least two of my review series, okay, in the double digit views by the end of this year. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to be sharing these videos. Okay, share with your people. Okay, we need to get the views up. You know, I'm trying to be a big YouTuber, not the little one, the big one. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and like the videos, share the videos, comment. All that engagement pushes it out and gets the people back in here. Okay, I mean to tell. You tell me I took hours out of my day to save all my favorite videos for the app to be back, and in 20 minutes it came back like almost immediately. Almost immediately. Yeah. It's cold. It's cold. You eating chili? I just felt a little chilly too, but I feel like I don't want to turn the heat on because then I'll be in here burning up. Then I'm gonna have to turn the fan on, and then y'all gonna be hearing the sand in the back. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. But how are y'all doing? Y'all, we got to get into some things. So we got to talk about these couples, of course. I do want to go over the conversation with Madison and Alan. The first thing we're going to get into is the comments over there on Married at First Sight. Well, not the Lifetime page posts clips of the Married at First Sight episodes. And the girls is in the comments saying that they used to date Catchy too. And that, he was like this and he was playing games and da-da-da. They was eating him up in the comments. So we're going to go through the comments. But I first need y'all to get in here, like the video. Like the video. Hi, London in the building. Let's go. Y'all, can y'all hear me good? Can y'all see me good? Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Okay. Hi. It's 6 degrees. Oh no, see, it's like 50 degrees. Y'all know I'm in the South, baby. I'm in North Carolina, so it's warm. I'm from Jersey, so I'm used to the cold, but this is warm. Okay? I didn't think about looking. Let me tell you, I didn't think about looking either, right? But I will, I be in all the things of the things. So I follow Mavs fans on Instagram, and they was like, run to the comments. So I was like, shh, let's go. So I ran over to the comments, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, they getting busy up in here. They getting busy. So y'all know I was not gonna not share it with y'all. I mean, I did my job, and all I need for y'all is to show up. Show up, okay? All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Now that you guys are in here, I'm assuming the notifications are out. I see the chat is being lit up with yellow hearts, so I am happy. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Okay. So this is the Married at First Sight, the Lifetime page under the video where they are showing showing Akeche around the apartment. Okay, so his book reviews are. I forgot about the book reviews. I was supposed to go through them too. Oh, and I did not set it up. We got next week, right? Next week we'll have something else to get into. The book reviews, we can do it next week. Is it okay if we do it next week? Because the book reviews are hilarious, okay? They tear him up so much so on the book reviews they had to stop. They like cut the reviews off because they could tell that people was just going in there saying any and everything, just any and everything. It was 38 degrees. Yeah. Ooh, in California. Are the fires still going on in California? I hope everybody is okay. I really, really do. I feel like I haven't been hearing a lot about it. So I hope that it's dying down like all the fires and people are starting to recover. It's really, really sad. I was watching a lot of videos and stuff like that of what's going on. It's really, really sad. It really is. So I'm just praying for people. Okay, so let's go ahead. So under the video where Akeche was showing, MM was showing Akeche his apartment, there was a comment that said, OMG, I went on a date with him a few years ago in Houston, and he was a piece of work. He is so self-indulged and self-centered. I tried to keep a straight face during our date, but he was a piece of work, right? So I was like, 90 replies, what's going on here? 880 likes, what's going on here? So let's go ahead and get into what these people were saying. So, Michigan, oh hey y'all, Bumble, you matched with him on Bumble too? Child, come up here now. Get up here now. I bet he reads the audible version. Oh, child. I'm sure he did. Whatever. Okay, so was it online dating? Was it online dating? Did he want a second date? Try to make a move on you? Who picked up the tab? Child, they was trying to find all the answers, all the questions. Like, did he pay? Okay? Did he try to make a move on you? Was there a second date? Like, what's T? I'm with Blue Sky. What's T says? Don't come in the comments dropping off stuff and then just walking away. Don't do that. We need the details, okay? So then someone else says self-centered and interesting because he made her entire house about the tour, right? Okay. So someone else said I matched with him on Bumble too. Is that you? Wait, are you? Alexis, are you in the chat and in the comments? Alexis, is that you? Is that you? I don't remember who said that, but I'm trying to figure out if y'all the same people. Cause girl, what's T? What's T? Okay. His book is full of ish. I hope they pull it off the virtual shelves. They probably don't. They probably won't. Because like you can't, just because people are mad at it don't mean they gotta take it off the shelf. You know what I mean? So someone else said I went on a couple of dates with him too. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all know where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, I do want to say this. I am going to preface this as I really hope that these people, that is, oh, okay, I'm about to say, you too? But I really hope that everyone is not just saying this to say this and like really dating him, because if y'all out here just putting in the comments that y'all dated him too, y'all matched with him too and things like that just for fun, that's not cool, okay? If y'all gonna tell a story, tell the whole story, okay? Tell the whole story. So somebody else said, so apparently all the H-Town girlies are in the comments, LOL. One of my bridesmaids went on a date 1 or 2 times with him. Per her, the way he shows up on camera is how he is in person. That's not a compliment. I'm with this person right here. They said this some tea. I'm with y'all, okay? So then, Lauren, okay, agreed. I went on a date with him too. Something was off. Listen, for all of y'all who was saying that y'all think he's suspect and he might not like women, he went on a lot of dates with these women. Okay, there's a lot of women coming out of woodworks. I need them to pull up on me. Pull up on me. Okay? If y'all are in the chat, if y'all come across this video, pull up on me. Okay? We can have an ex-girlfriend series. I'm here for it. Y'all know I love the mess. Put me in the mess, okay? Somebody else said, I dated him too. You're totally right. He's different. Okay. Okay, so hold on. So the show doesn't do background checks, parenting, and marriages. Okay, oh my God. Where is the rest of the comments that I saw? I bet he wants to change. Da da. It's safe to say everyone dated him. Damn. Okay, another person. It's safe to say everyone has dated him. I went on a couple of dates with him, and he is definitely emotionally unavailable. I immediately picked up on the red flags and decided to stop talking to him. He needs therapy. So I'm with this person. I'm with D Ray Love. How come he dated so many women in his comments? Child, how come he dated so many women in his comments? I'm with y'all. What is happening? What is going on? So somebody said, baby, welcome to Houston, big city, small dating pool, and this man has been around. Obviously, obviously. Where are the receipts with these reveals? That's what I'm saying, Rose. I want the receipts. I told them to pull up on me, okay? But if you want to pull up right. Bring the receipts, bring the pictures. I need proof, baby, because y'all know I ain't just going to pull anybody up on the channel. But this is what they saying in the comments. So I don't know how true any of this is, but I figure I just show it with y'all, okay? Because, like, why not? Why not have a key about it, okay? So, the girl who originally made this post, she said, he was very different. I end up bumping into him while he was on another date about 2 weeks later. He was out here in the streets. She said, a flying red flag, LOL. I survived that one date and never looked back. So she said, yes, I didn't respond to him after our date. Bumped into him on another day 2 weeks later with a beautiful sister. He has good taste, but he's an empty individual. My nervous system was yelling, abort the mission on the date. We survived. So someone had asked her, is he playing for the other team? And she said, I don't know. He isn't super masculine presenting, or at least not what I'm used to, but I can't say he's playing for the other team. It was so okay. So someone else said he's so weird. Mind you, he had her number. It was for at least 2 years when she would post a story on IG. Instead of text, he'd reply in the DMs with a line from a poem or something. She never replied. It was just a thread of messages from him. I've seen the screenshots because we used to clown about it. Never thought I'll see him on TV. This show, no less. Dang, now he in somebody else's group chat getting clowned on. Child, he been getting clowned on since he stepped on the scene. She said, yes, girl, I guess my jaw dropped when I saw him on the show. I immediately felt bad for his wife. I have little to no hope for her that maybe he had changed, but I had little hope for her that maybe he had changed, but nope, shaking my head. This brother has issues. I remember when he sat on the phone and read me one of those poems after telling me about the book during our first conversation. Child. I know, Kenya. That's what I'm reading now. Like, there's so many people saying that they dated him, and I'm just sitting here like, woo, child. Wow, this man has all the women running for their lives in the comment section. Exactly. I'm just sitting here like, but you want to know something? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When you are on a big platform like Married at First Sight, and it's predominantly women who watch it, if you are a man who gets around, it's gonna get out. I mean, it's not far-fetched for a man to have like went on multiple dates, seen a lot of different women. It's not far-fetched. I'm just sitting here like, this is a lot of women. Like, I didn't even think he was able to pull women like this. Like, what's going on? Y'all was falling for the man with the scully cap and the backpack. Like, what's happening? What is going on? This is why he felt so small. He felt like, I could get women. I got women. I'm the prize. Because, and then he get up there, he meet MM, and it's not giving you the prize. And he don't know how to take it. So they said that said he was on Bumble. Right? Is he still on Bumble? Y'all, who got Bumble? Who got Bumble? Go do some research. Who got Bumble? I'm married. I don't got no dating apps, but I'm just saying. Go do some research. Yeah, anybody can go on a bunch of first dates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not far fetched. It's just crazy that it's just so many people. And then this is the same man who's talking about, oh my God, these women never wanted to get married. They didn't want to have children. I became intentionally dating. All the things are the things. But then out here, every woman in the comments is saying how he is weird and everything. I want to know, did he pay for the date? So he's in the streets. Everyone has dated him. Wow, exactly. Who was outside? They is wilding outside. You hear them? They better not get my video flag with that music all loud. Let me see if there's anything else in here. He's intimidated. This ain't gonna work yet. We know that. So she said, I said a couple of days, only 2, but yes, first date wasn't too bad, so gave him a second date. And after that, I was like, nah. Mind you, this was like 9 years ago, and I was in my late 20s, so I've grown tremendously since then. But I'm happily married with a child now, so it all worked out for me. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Good for you, C-Bell1076. Because, but he said he been out here. So she said this was how many years? 9 years ago. So the women are coming out from years and years and years. Okay. Remember that auntie said to him he was a very popular on social media. So all these women he dates started following so all the women he dated started following because I don't understand the hype. Has to be something, right? They need to drop the tea on how long he waits for sex. Oh, tell him again. Drop the tea. Because you out here, you know, letting Jesus take over and whatnot. Nope, doesn't mean that at all. A lot of BA chains. Okay, let me see if it's anything else. Houston, we have a problem, and it's him. Oh my goodness, not Houston, we have a problem, and it's him. All right, so let me see if it's any more before we move on. All right. So anyway, I need to listen and hear me loudly to all the women's out there. Okay, I am fine with doing a series. Okay, it could be called Surviving a Catch. Okay, because I'm messy like that. Surviving a catch. So, but you gotta come with receipts. Don't just hit me up in no DMs. I dated him. Nope. Come with the receipts. If you ain't coming with the receipts, the pictures, nothing, I don't want it because I can't defend it. It don't make no sense for me just going back and forth with the he say, she say, because I could do that right now in the comment section, okay? In the comment section. But I ain't going to, but you know, I'm fine with the series. I'm fine with it. We need the content. Why not? But y'all better listen. Do not remember the energy you put out into the world is the same energy that comes back to you. So be careful with all the negativity out there on the internet, y'all. Okay, be careful with spamming that man's comments. What's the name about his book and stuff like that? Just be careful, okay? That's probably the only way he feels bigger than he is. Yeah, I don't know what his end game is with this, but baby, he's not doing a good job at it at all. At all. Okay, so now that we got through some of that, it's been brought to my attention that y'all is really out here believing that Alan wasn't drinking or wasn't drunk enough to be driving. I just need y'all to understand that Alan is a different person when he's sober versus when he's drunk. I do think that when Alan gets drunk, he becomes a little bit more vocal. He has a little bit more confidence. The alcohol courage takes over him. The way he talked to Madison in this scene made me believe that he was definitely drunk. I know y'all don't want to believe it, but listen, he may not have been falling over drunk. But when the man said that he could put the car on cruise control, if that's not a clue or a sign that somebody knew that they probably should not have been driving, Now, whether Madison is putting 10 on 20 or whether Madison actually cared or not care, I feel like in order for her to bring this up, knowing that Madison really don't give a F, that, I really feel like he had to have had a little bit more to drink than, she was comfortable with for him to be driving. So a lot of people were saying, oh, well, how did they get home? And I'm like, I'm assuming that they took an Uber. And Alan doesn't strike me as the guy that has one beer or two. I thought he was drunk too. Right. I really do. So I took the screenshots of the conversation because I really want to get into what he was saying. Not one time did he ever say, "Oh, I'm not too drunk." Not one time did he ever say, "Oh, I didn't really have nothing to drink." He was stepping up to Madison. The Alan we know don't step up to Madison like this, okay? So the first thing she said to you, she said, "Are you going?" The first, not to y'all, child, but she said to him, she said, "Are you going to drive? That's a really bad decision." Right? He said, "It's my life." Alan, hold up, what you mean it's your life, sir? She just wanted to know, like, why you think it's better to drive now? So then she said, "It's really not though, Alan." And I think when she was saying that, I interpret this as two things. It's a us now, meaning something happened to you, I'm involved, or if you do something to somebody else while you're driving. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just you. So then, all my pictures is out of order. So then he was like, "It's like a 15-minute drive." So she said, "Why do you why I guess she said, like, why do you like have this mentality that like nothing can touch you?" Meaning that she was really concerned, like, "Sir, you're not gonna be okay. You just can't, just because you feel like you're okay or good enough to drive, this is not a good decision." Like, she's even saying like, and I know that I really feel like Madison was frustrated because Madison already said that she gets frustrated when Alan is drunk. Which this reminds me of like, this reminds me of when she said, like, when he gets drunk, he gets very loud and he gets this. And I'm like, he should not have been driving. God forbid, even if he wasn't quote unquote too drunk to drive, if he would have got pulled over, he probably would have still got a DUI. You don't have to have a lot of alcohol in your system to be considered driving under the influence. And so I feel like, okay, yeah, Madison may be going overboard with, like, really trying to make this the reason why she don't want to be with him. That may be true. But my thing is, I'm not mad at Madison for being concerned at the fact that he was drinking and now he's about to drive. And Alan is at the point where he feels like, just because you told me I shouldn't, I'm definitely going to. Right? So he said, it's the way it is. She asked him, she said, "Why do you feel like nothing can touch you?" And he said, "It's the way it is." Like, what do you mean this is the way it is? And she was like, "It's not though." And he said, "It's the way I live my life." Now, one time did Alan say, "I'm not that drunk though. I could drive. I'm good." He said, "This is the way I live my life. This is my life. This, don't worry about me. I got this." And so I really feel like, Alan, no. And I'm not going to say like, "Oh, I haven't been out here." I'm not going to say I've never had some drinks and didn't drive my car. I'm not going to say that, because I've had, right? But if for some reason the cops decided to pull me over and the alcohol percentage is over, what is it, 0.8 or something like that, I'm going to jail. So like, because she does not touch him. And I'm also worried. I'm concerned. Like, where was Alan trying to get to that he needed to go home so bad? Alan, who you was trying to lay up with, fill up on? Because 2 o'clock in the morning, you leaving the bar, you feeling good. You gotta get out of there. What you got set up? Alan had something set up. I ain't beat. He definitely had something set up. But I feel like Alan, if you needed to leave that bad, just hop in an Uber and be on your way. Because the only thing that Madison was saying was like, don't drive. I knew that Alan was a little bit too much when he said that he could put the car on cruise control, because no, we not putting the car on cruise control. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Who says that? Who says that? So did she say, all right then, go drive? And he said, I will. If Alan, like, if someone says, oh, you give me your keys, I think you're too drunk, and I'm like, I'm not too drunk, I could drive, I'm not too drunk, I could drive. Not one time did he say, I'm not drunk, I'm not too drunk, I'm okay. He said, this is my life, I do what I want. Speaking from, what you say? Speaking from a male's perspective, alcohol makes you want to do things, so she's not allowing him to do anything. He was trying to go handle some business alone. Child, he was trying to go, but they got 2 rooms. If you need to pull out, listen, if you need to pull out your Vaseline or your lotion, if you need to pull out your little rose toy or whatever, go in the other room. Why we gotta go home? Why we gotta drive 15 minutes? You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Alan is a mean drunk. And this is not I feel like we've heard about Alan being drunk. Like, I can't clearly say like every time he goes out to get to drink, he gets drunk. But I'm like that, okay? I'm not a casual drinker. I'm not the one that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to have 2 drinks and I'm done. If I'm going to drink, baby, I'm drinking to get drunk. I'm drinking to get drunk. Okay, this is why most of the time I'm home when I'm drunk, and if I'm out, my husband drives or one of my friends, because Chloe's drinking to get drunk. There is no, oh, I'm just gonna have a few drinks. Oh, I'm just gonna have a shot. Absolutely not. So I feel like Alan is kind of low key, a little bit like me, to the point where it's like, if I'm going to drink, baby, I'm getting drunk. Why is this the first time we see in the indoor camera stuff? I don't know, but I guess they only pull them out when necessary. But y'all know that these people don't be in the house together half the time, right? Y'all know that these people don't barely talk to you. We've seen or heard them, just like they said on the after party, where these people are literally always somewhere else. Madison done stayed the night out. Alan's obviously about to stay the night out. Akeche ain't been home in like 3 days. Michelle stays the night out. Madison out staying, Davis out staying the night with Madison while, Alan's going home drunk. Like, child, these people's doing what they want to do. Alan goes to the bar to appeal to Madison and keep up with her. I feel like that may be it too. And I think that's probably why he be waking up with them hangovers, because he can't handle it. But he did say, no, but Alan did say that he's the life of the party. When he go out, it's like, what he said, it's the thuggish, ruggish, hey, Madison too busy freaking on David. And this is why I genuinely feel like Madison honestly felt as though he had too much to drink to drive. Because we all know that girl do not care where this man is, what he's doing, or who he's with. She just don't. So I really honestly feel like he had to have had too much to drink. And we already know that you don't need to have that much liquor in your system in order to be pulled over by a cop and, get a DUI. And so I also think that's why they didn't bring this conversation up on the after party, because, I guess they didn't want to dig too deep into it. I also feel like that's why they didn't ask Alan what happened in this conversation. Because y'all notice on the after party, they never once brought up the fact that Alan and Madison were in an argument about drinking and driving. Even when they sat down and talked about Dr. Pia, when they was talking about Dr. Pepper and them, they never once did this conversation come up. So I really feel like either they didn't want to or they did and they didn't air it. But even Alan, when after party first started, Alan was sitting there like, yeah, I'm ready to tell my side. I'm ready to tell my side. So I was thinking that he was about to give us like the real scoop on what was going on. But even when I went back to watch this video, to watch them in the car, and Alan was like, I don't like to be told what to do. Like, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it anyway. And then when he was sitting there and he was like, I could put the car on cruise control. He said he had one beer. I don't believe he had one beer. I just don't. There's many things that happened in that episode that alluded to Alan crashing out and slowly resenting Madison. Definitely. Even the conversation, if y'all notice, when Madison and Alan were talking to Dr. Pepper, did y'all not realize how empty that scene felt? It felt like there was some deep conversation had that was not aired. Now, remember, I was saying in my review that it sounds like, maybe her mother, she dealt with some things with her mother and alcohol or whatever the case may be. But the scene felt very, very patchy. So I don't know if they are like, if the production are really doing their job and like not trying to paint this bad picture of Alan, which is possible because it seems like they want to, make Madison the villain in their love story, which is probably possible. So they didn't elaborate or go into details, but it's definitely something that we're missing. Definitely something that we're missing. She drinks constantly with her friends, so unfair how this is playing out. Drinking constantly with your friends has nothing to do with getting behind the wheel once you've done drinking. You know what I mean? Like I drink all the time. But I also know that like I'm not about to hop behind the car. I'm not about to hop behind the wheel. Now, when I was young and dumb, child, God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because I was very, 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 very irresponsible. Drinking and driving. God saved me. He definitely saved me. Because once I had my daughter, I was like, oh no, I can't afford to be drinking and driving. One, I need my license. I need to get back to work. I got to get my child around and I need to live and I don't want to, hurt anybody else. Like your whole perspective of things change. And I really feel like they did in some regard, in some way, kind of like cover this up a lot. On his birthday night, she left him and now she's concerned. I'm confused on how they work. You caring about somebody going out and possibly getting into a car accident don't have nothing to do about you caring if they're going to go hump on somebody. They're not the same thing. Everything Alan has been shown to be, nothing has been shown that he's anything other than a good guy. He's been rejected and she's playing in his face constantly. I agree. So let me get this straight. So y'all, I really need to understand because I need to make sense of this. Y'all think that Madison, when the cameras were not there, just the little house cameras, y'all think that Madison asked Alan not to drive because he's been drinking as her way to get out of this? Like, y'all listen, y'all gotta understand that y'all could not like Madison and not be upset that this makes sense. We can still all agree that we don't like Madison. And this isn't making Alan a horrible guy. This just shows that Alan made a horrible decision. We can still not like Madison. Y'all do know that, right? I feel like some of y'all let y'all bias step over like the reality of what's happening. You know what I mean? She could not care if he's having sex with someone else or staying the night out or whatever the case may be, but she can absolutely care if oh my God, you probably shouldn't be outside. You probably shouldn't go drive right now. That's probably not a good idea. She does come off as disingenuous, but if he was over his limit, he shouldn't be driving. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And half the time, if you want to be technical, a lot of us are over our limit once we start drinking. Like, we may not feel it per se, like, oh, I don't feel drunk, or I don't feel like how I am when I'm drinking, for real, for real. But the percentage of alcohol to be considered under the influence when driving is really, really, it's like a pinch of alcohol at this point. Come on, y'all. Drinking and driving is not the same as rejection. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. We could still not like Madison and understand that, it was a bad decision for Alan to go out drinking. Thank God nothing happened. Everybody was safe and things worked out good. We appreciate that. But I do feel like she did actually care if he was, driving drunk. No, I think she genuinely didn't want him to get hurt or caught up. Right. I think she genuinely didn't want him to get hurt or caught up. But I think Alan saw something that triggered him to not want to be in the same space of her. That could possibly be it. That could possibly be it. What she's saying is correct, but her motives around it make him look bad than out of genuine concern. And drinking and driving is bad. I don't drink at home. I drink at home, right? But that's what I'm saying. People make bad decisions. Like, I don't understand. I'm not understanding. It's still a bad decision, y'all. It's still a bad decision. That's all I'm saying. She has a problem with drinking, but she's out drinking with her friends. She never said she had a problem with him drinking. What are y'all? Are we watching the same show? Now, one time did she say she had a problem with him drinking. Now, one time did she say she didn't want him to drink. She literally was talking about him drinking and then getting behind the wheel of a car. That was all. That was it. That literally was most what the conversation was about. It was about her saying, I don't want you to drive drunk, and him saying, I'm not really drunk. I know my limits. That was the conversation. Not one time was it about, you drink with your friends, and it was never about being drunk and going out and having fun. Our tolerance level is based on our body structure and composition. True. It's good to see that Madison was concerned about her friend. I think it's just human decency to be concerned about somebody once you see that, they've had a few more drinks, and not to want them to go out and walk. He walked out in a straight line. He was fine to drive. He's 6 with 4% alcohol. He didn't have 4% alcohol. Nope. I'm not believing that either. Nope. Nope. We already seen Alan resent talk back to Madison when he was drunk the last time, so his feelings regarding the relationship elevated this night too. Yep. Alan did not have a 4%. Nope. Nope. Them people was outside at the bar. No. With an Uber. All Alan had to do was take an Uber, and we could have resolved all of this. We really could have. Okay, so 144 people in the building. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Listen, we just gonna have to agree to not agree, and that's okay. It's okay. Everybody is gonna have the feelings that they want to have regarding the situation. But it is very still clear that we don't like Madison. It's very still clear that, okay? This chat is reminding me to stay off the roads on the holidays and weekends. Woo. He wasn't going out with friends. He was going out to drive, which could potentially endanger not only his own life but others. True. She should have asked him to spend the night like her friends did, and he would have stayed. Ooh, child. Madison don't want that man there, huh? Let's get the likes up, gang. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Okay, y'all. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please go ahead and like the video. Okay. We can all agree to disagree, but I do feel like Alan was wrong. This was a bad mistake. Do I know the intentions behind Madison? No, absolutely not. But I do feel like she probably was genuinely concerned about his safety, not about if he was going to go have sex with somebody, because she didn't care. I think if he would have said, I'm about to go catch an Uber, I'm going home, Madison would have been like, all right, whatever. I think it really just came down to the fact that, hey, Sean. I think it really just came down to the fact that that he was driving. I really just think that was it. Okay. But anyway, y'all, we could agree to disagree. It's all good. It's all cool. It's fine. All right. So let's get into, let's start with Madison just has love for Alan. So I believe it was still genuine. You do? Okay. Rose thinks it was genuine. Cool. All right. So let's start with Juan and Carla. Juan and Carla really could be something. They frustrate me so bad because watching this episode, I really do feel like these two could have been something. I mean, they could have been something. Okay, let's start here. Carla's vision of her shop and the Pilates situation, all that stuff, I really, really feel like it's a good idea for Carla. I feel like there's a market of people who are just as free and want their hair cut and some Pilates just like Carla. Okay, there's a group of women who would eat it on up. Okay, the thing that gets me is that Juan saw her vision and immediately wanted to make it his vision. And he has to understand that although Carla wants to be an entrepreneur and she wants to have a business, Carla is not thinking, I want a multi-million-dollar company. Carla is thinking, I just want to be able to work in my own space. I want to have my clients. I want to make people feel good. I want the energy to flow. I want an intimate setting. You know, an intimate setting. So I really don't feel like she was, I don't feel like what she was, what his vision of what she was saying wasn't what it wasn't what it was. You know what I mean? And it's fine if Juan wants to help her with her game plan and help with her business plan and the social media of it all and all the things of the things. But at the end of the day, you can't make your vision hers. If Carla wants to be an entrepreneur and have a shop with one chair and a Pilates mat and whatever else you want to do, let her have that. Isn't that what you wanted? Someone who wants their own thing? So don't come in and try to make it your thing. And that's why he got 3 different apps right now, paying $10,000 in things, outsourcing all types of resources because he's thinking too big. Focus on one thing, Juan. And that's the thing. If you focus on one thing and then you get that accomplished, then you can go ahead and expand and add on. You can't go straight for the big picture without starting at the little one. Which is why he's working on 3 apps, got a 9 to 5, and on Married at First Sight. Like, the man can't focus on one thing. He can't even have time for his wife because he got his hands in so many other pots. He can't even go out to eat with her and buy her a steak because he got his hands in so many other pots. Let Carla go ahead and have her nice, cute little intimate shop where she can do some hair and she can do her Pilates and be happy with the revenue that she's getting in, just enough to keep her afloat and pay her bills, because Carla doesn't seem like she needs a lot, okay? He doesn't like the idea of staying home and not doing anything or earning. That's fine. He doesn't have to like the idea of that. And I really do feel like Carla wants this. But my thing is, when Carla said that she was thinking about how to get Juan to desire her, and how she needs to really start taking this, business situation serious, that's when I'm like, but Carla, if you want this, do this for you. Because what happens is you get all this burst of energy. You feel like this is what's going to make him want me. You do all these things. And then if this doesn't work out, you drop it all. You don't really care no more. The motivation's gone. Like, anything that you have to do, especially something like starting a business, has to be something that you want to do for you. Okay? So I'm hoping that she just realized how intentional Juan feels like she should be, or she's looking at how he's moving and saying, oh, you know what? I need a little bit more structure. I really need to put a plan. And I think that's good for Juan to be able to offer her, his wife, that help. But it also, don't lose her vision. Don't lose her vision. Not Juan can't even choose a chair or hammock. um, Carla has to I get it, but where is Carla supposed to live? She cannot live in the storage shed. Juan needs Carla to pay half the rent. Carla needs to focus because she's about to be homeless on decision day. Child. Well, I guess she's gonna be sleeping on her family's couch till she get a new lease. Juan is not attracted to Carla on a romantic level at this stage. When we want a woman, she doesn't have to guess or wonder. It's very obvious. Oh, we know he don't want her. He said it. He said it when they had their little session with Dr. P that he's not attracted to her. But Carla feels like he's not attracted to her ambition. Carla feels like he's not attracted to her, like her not being a go-getter, like, sleeping in, and that's part of the reason, right? That's definitely part of the reason. And she feels like if she starts to implement all these things into her life, he will see her and be like, oh yeah, this is the woman for me. But Juan is also another person I feel is fake. Juan really didn't come here for marriage, because the first thing that Juan said is that he doesn't have time to prioritize his wife because he has to go to the gym, and he got 3 businesses, and he got to work a 9 to 5, and he got to do all the things. I'm just sitting here like, why you here, sir? So as much as we, Chloe, you scared me at first. I thought you were going to be a hopeless romantic. Now, Sean, you know I'm a hopeless romantic, okay? You know I've been through my hopeless romantic stages with some of these couples already, okay? I had them and they're gone. I'm back at it, though, with Thomas and Camille, but I'm on the fence. But I am in my hopeless romantic stage. I am, okay? Not Carla look like a wolf. Child, how we get there? But I do know that Juan, I don't think Juan's intentions for this show are pure either. He gives me the same thing, like I said, like he's here to promote, he's here to, show off, but he's better at masking. Juan, I told y'all this even in my after party reviews, that Juan is very good with his choice of words, okay? He's very good at how he says things so that it doesn't come off like when he said, oh, of course I was concerned about her not having an apartment, but I try not to judge. He has a way of saying things that makes it look like he's not judging or he's not really feeling a way, but he is. The same way he was passive aggressive with that phone about, like, look at Carla, she's just waking up. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at Carla, she's just waking up. He does this thing where it's not as noticeable if you're not looking for it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Perhaps what I had in my past been attracted to someone who was not ambitious as I am. Then she must have been a bad bitch. I'm saying, okay? Juan was looking for a free personal assistant, submissive, provider. Child, not all of that. Child, Juan I don't know well, I do know. Juan's reason for being here is to help promote himself, okay? It's not going to work. And I definitely feel like he's going to say no on decision day. And that's why I really want Carla to do all of the things that she's doing for herself, because she's even mentioned how she felt like, a third wheel in all her relationships, and how she's, never been able to fully be herself and things like that. So I hope Carla comes out of this strong. I feel like she presents as a strong woman, but she's not really living in that, and she's not really living in her masculine energy. As a woman, we need to be in our both masculine and feminine energy. Our boss mode, our get things done, that's our masculine energy when it comes out. And I feel like Carla was like, oh no, it's all the way soft life for me, baby. It's all the way soft life. I don't know how I'm supposed to start this Pilates and hair business. It's just going to appear. I'm going to manifest it and it's just going to happen. No, girl, you need to step into that masculine energy and get the things done. Juan needs to ask Carla to cover up that bald spot. Okay. Get a little spray. Get a little spray. But I do hope that, I do feel like this process will help Carla become stronger. Because we know Juan's not really here for a wife. We know he's not. We know he's not. We're not even about to pretend he is, okay? So, child, what am I doing? Thomas and Camille. This is a bad picture of them. Why? This is the best that I could get. I promise I wasn't trying to be shady. This was the best that I could get. What is going on? Camille, what is this picture? Child. I promise I wasn't trying to be shady. I wasn't. This is just the picture that came out. This is just the picture that came out, okay? It's crazy. Crazy work. Thomas, what's going on here? Camille, what is going on here? I just think about, I'm looking at Camille, and the only thing I can think of is swag. I need him to have some swag. And I'm looking at her like, girl, please stop playing in our face. Girl, please stop playing in our face. Juan. Thomas and Carla have, child, not Carla. Thomas and Camille have really grown on me. Okay. I feel like we've seen Camille grow and we've seen Thomas grow. Okay. It's the posture. Yeah. Camille looks extra casual. It's just the posture. She's like slunched. Camille needs a bra. That too. Camille's just frumpy. Bless her heart. Not bless her heart. I feel like we have seen them grow. I feel like we're witnessing Camille soften up a little bit, becoming a little bit more vulnerable. I feel like we've seen Thomas start to have some expectations of his own. I feel like they are really starting to build a different sense of intimacy outside of sex. They're learning each other a little bit more. They're getting a little bit deeper. They're understanding each other. So I really do feel like these two have grown in this process in this short amount of time. These people are not the same people we saw episode 2, episode 4. These people sitting right here are not the same people that we was when they was going back and forth talking about cultural differences. Even Thomas isn't the same. So I really feel like we are watching what could possibly be a love story. But the only thing that concerns me, like I told y'all, is that I really hope that Camille accepts real love. And like I told y'all, I really hope that Thomas is who he is showing he is. I hope that he really is the person that's presenting on the screen. Because if he's not, and then we break down all her walls, baby, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. So I really, really hope that these two are really showing up as themselves and putting their best foot forward. And really, really, really giving this thing a shot, because I really feel like we are seeing two different versions of the people we started off with. Right, self-sabotage. I hope she doesn't. I hope she does not self-sabotage herself. I really hope that she accepts being loved properly. Because she always talk about how, this is the first healthy relationship she's been in. And how, men usually act like this until they get the panties. And then once they get the panties, they not like that no more. So I'm hoping that once this experiment is over after the 8 weeks, Thomas is still who he is. I really do hope so. And that's pretty much all I got for these two. They didn't really give us much to get into. So let's keep it moving. Did y'all like the video? Did y'all like the video? If this is your first time here catching us live and you've been catching a few of my reviews and you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. What are you waiting for? I'll give you a minute. Did you do it? You press the button? Thank you. Is there anyone that fumbles this amongst him or her? That fumble. If it's anyone that fumbles it, you said it's going to be her? I think so. But I still got to keep my eye on Alan, Mr. I cheated in the past. I don't know if I deserve a second chance. You got to watch out for that too, y'all. Hmm. Okay, we gotta definitely watch out for that. So let's get into David and Michelle. Dun, 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 dun. David and Michelle. Um, Michelle. Michelle. Okay, so let's start. Let's start here because I know the other channels. The other channels are calling us pick me's. Okay, because we've been like rooting for David and whatnot. I know they calling us all types of names. Okay, and David just like keep embarrassing us. Like I don't know why. Like why he keep doing this to us. Okay, but David has made it very clear that his savings are not where hers are, and that his account isn't where hers is. But I will say we don't know the difference. Okay, we don't know the difference because if you have $10,000 saved and I say, oh, my savings isn't where yours is, and I have $7,000 or $8,000, I still have a little change. It's just not as much as you. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get where I'm going with this, right? So we don't know the specifics. We don't know the specifics. We don't know if it's a big difference or a little difference. But he said that he can provide for her. He also said that he'll be able to get the 2-flat apartment condo in 1.5 2 years. So that's what he said. That's what he said. That's all I got. That's all I got. But here's my thing. If Michelle knows all of this now, and she know that's not going to work for her, leave the man alone. That's it. That is all. He has officially said that his savings isn't where yours is. Your bank account isn't where his bank account isn't where yours is. And if that is the deal breaker for you, Michelle, you have every right to feel that way. Break up. Break up. Don't keep stringing us along through all these sessions. Don't keep saying, oh, this is getting better when it's not. Just break up and let it go. If you're not willing to, put in a little extra work, if you're not willing to look past the fact that you might have to pay some of the rent, and let's be clear, just because a person isn't as financially stable as you are, doesn't mean that they can't handle some bills. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't mean he can't pay the rent. I'm just saying. But in what neighborhood? Chicago neighborhoods are not all created equally. I don't know. Looking at Chloe, optimism is strong with this one. David did say he paid off his loans. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, y'all. I'm just trying to look at it from all perspectives. I'm looking at this from all perspective on a married at first sight scale, okay? Not an all perspective on a regular schmegula day. Because you can choose who you date. You didn't choose who you married. So if you want to give it a shot, give it a fair chance. Yeah, he might not have as much money or make as much money as you, but he still might be able to pay the whole rent. Who knows? I need specifics now. Show me the bank account. Show me the bank account. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, he ain't got it. At least enough for Michelle. Abort. I think David may have paid off his debt, so now he's saving. Possibly. Michelle said her kids will not have that colored lunch card, period. But two incomes is still better than one. Two incomes is still better than one. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying, okay? But I do feel like if this is not what Michelle wants, if this is not what she wants, I totally understand it. I'm with you, sis. But if then let it go. Let it go. Stop pretending you trying. Stop acting like you care. Don't take that man shopping for no more clothes. Like none of that. Let it go. Let it go. Because then I feel like I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the purpose of her taking him shopping for some clothes that looked like his regular clothes? Look at David right here in this daggone blue what is that, like oh, it's a hoodie. It's like a hoodie, right? What is so different from what he got on to what she dressed him up in at that shop? Nothing's different. I was sitting here like, elevated. Where's the elevation? Child, we haven't seen the elevation yet. David literally looks the same. She done got this man eyebrows done and take him to get some new clothes, and he looks exactly the same. I'm like, Michelle would just be saying anything, because there's no way she was looking at that man like, yeah, this is the look. This is the look. She done put that man on denim, okay? Like, what is going on? And he like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, David, you look like this all the time. She just wanted to like spice it up just a little bit. I was like, I don't know. It looks literally like David. I saw nothing spectacular, nothing different. David now one time walked out that room and was like, oh yeah, that's it right there, David. Now one time did he walk out and I was like, that's the look. That's the look. Absolutely not. That shopping trip was a waste of David's money. Michelle hates him. And then that's the part that got me. She brought that man to the shop or to this boutique or whatever to pick out some new clothes that seemed like he already got in the drawer to pay for. He said, I'm definitely gonna get that one jacket. David probably gonna return that ish right after the show over. He got 30 days. Keep the receipt, David. He probably picked the cheapest shirt and was like, let me just pick up this shirt so she could think I got a little bit of money. David is not attractive. That's subjective. To each his own. Work what things out. Right, David lied about his living space. He made it seem like he's living in space with his own unit studio, but it's literally just a basement. Not them calling David out today. David is changing himself for a woman he doesn't even like, child. He likes her. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. And she's white. He likes her. He's willing to do it. He's willing to bend over backwards for his preference. He's willing to do all the things for his preference. Child, the men would do anything for their preference. Okay. They could have gone, child, the one jacket was all he could afford. The one, child, not y'all coming for his pockets like that. David, it's not looking good for you, sir. The people have made up their mind that you are broke and you are living in delusion, okay? They said that every time you say you got something and we see it, it's not what it said it is. It's not what you said it is. That's what everybody's saying. That's what they saying. And you know what? I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it because, sir, I've been trying and you keep embarrassing me over and over and over again. Just go ahead and hook up with Madison already and put Michelle and Alan out of their misery. Like, just go ahead. I need this episode. This better be the episode where they start hooking up, okay? Because for the sake of God, I can't deal with these two couples just being unhappy. At least let the people who actually want to be together go find each other. Go find each other. But I am going to be pissed off, okay? I'm going to be pissed off with Madison. I'm going to be pissed off with David. I'm going to be pissed off with David because David can leave just like Michelle. If David did not like the way he was being treated and he felt like it wasn't fair and whatever the case may be, he had the same opportunity to walk away from this marriage just like Michelle, okay? That does not give you a pass to go out and start dating someone else because she's a horrible person. Two wrongs don't make it right. You had the same opportunity to leave instead of cheating. I'm just saying, okay? Madison, same thing. Did you hear the tea on David from... No, what's the tea? On Kojo's panel? What's the tea? On the same thing with Madison. If you don't want to be there, leave. I don't care if you feel like the person is horrible, they treat me just leave. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass because you felt like she was mistreating you. You don't have to mistreat people, especially when you signed up for this experience, as he did. Exactly. I agree. As a man, you should be coming with a level comparable to supporting your household. I agree. But does that mean that he can't pay her rent? If just because he doesn't make as much money as her doesn't mean he can't pay her rent. right? I need to add. Where's David at? David, come to the comments. Step up in here, sir. We got questions. Women are always told to people please at a young age and told to settle. I am not going to tell anybody to settle. Y'all heard what I said. I said if she feels like this not right for her, she need to go ahead and leave. But I also said that if this is you settling when you let somebody else pick out your husband immediately. That's why I need y'all to understand. This is married at first sight. This is married at first sight. You are already settling for whatever these people gave you. Don't sit up here and act like your standard is so high now. You literally let these people marry you to some random stranger on TV, and now the standards is like top tier. Please miss me with all this. High standards. No, immediately not. Oh, actually, C-Way on the panel says she saw David and Madison together at Target. She can prove it. So actually, I didn't want to bring that up, but I read it out loud. I actually saw a picture of them two on Instagram. But I don't want to ruin the season. Like, come on. But thanks anyway, y'all. Thanks anyway. Michelle was an athlete or entertainer. Wrong show. That's what I'm saying. Like, we talk about having standards and this, that, and the other. Cool. But then don't come on a national TV show where, you know, they're going to set you up for entertainment purposes sometimes, or maybe not. Or you might get set up for the right reason and still not be with someone that you prefer. And act like the standards are like just all the way up here. It was already given desperate from the beginning. How can Davis pay Michelle's rent when he can't even pay his own rent? He's still waiting for that promotion. No, he said that he was going to get his promotion so that he could be on her level. He ain't say that he wasn't making no money. Let me stop because I sound crazy. I'm not even about to do this with y'all. Y'all not going to have me looking crazy. I'm going to give it up. Y'all can have it. I got my man. He paid my bills. I'm just gonna hang it out, y'all. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got nothing else to give him. Okay. If he felt secure in who he was and where he was at that stage of his life, then he should be upfront, direct, and honest. Period. I think he has a different perception of his life. He definitely have a different perspective of what's going on in his life. So I don't know. Real question, do they get paid the longer they stay together because half of them don't like each other? No. So from my understanding, as long as they are filming, they will get paid. As long as they're filming, they will get paid. Michelle was Drake. She, you know what? She did say he looked like Drake. And who was it? Is it Kelsey Travis? Is that the man's name? All right, now, Chloe, I heard that. Okay. At which job is David expecting a promotion? I don't know. He got two. Y'all, let me stop. I'm done embarrassing myself for David. I'm done embarrassing myself. I tried. I tried to give the man the benefit of the doubt. I'm done. Not is it the third job. Y'all cut it out. Y'all is eating him up. Woo, child. Y'all eating David up. Listen, nonetheless, these two right here, just break up. Suffering from the check. He got two checks. I don't know. I don't know what job he want the promotion at. I don't know, okay? She's not obligated to like David. He's close to a bum and he looks sloppy. She's not obligated to like another race either. She's not obligated to like nobody. Then break up. Listen, I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it like I've been saying it. You don't have to want to be with someone to treat them like a human being. That is the only problem that I have with Michelle when it comes to her and David, okay? I have no problem with her not wanting to be with David. I have no problem with her probably not being attracted to David. My issue comes with Michelle is the way that she handles David, okay? My issue with Michelle is that she treats him less than because she feels like he reminds her of her younger self and where she came from. That is my issue with Michelle. Michelle most definitely deserves the man that she wants, okay? The same way David deserves the woman that he wants. Everybody deserves and should be getting what they want when they marry somebody. I'm not even questioning none of that. My issue with Michelle is the fact that she treats David bad. That's the issue. That's it. That's it. You can be cordial with somebody. You can be nice to somebody. You can be friendly with somebody that you are not attracted to. You don't have to be rude. You don't actually have to belittle them. You don't have to treat them a certain way or anything like that in order to treat them right. Just because you're not attracted to them. That is my problem. Chloe, I do not have a problem with David's living situation. If she's not okay with his lifestyle, then leave. Right. Michelle appears to need the check as well. She's not being nice to David. Right. Exactly. Michelle is very, very rude and overvalues herself. This all may be true. And that's the only problem that I have with Michelle. I feel like there's nothing wrong with not being attracted to someone. There's nothing wrong with not feeling like somebody could provide the life that you want for you and your children. There's nothing wrong for any of that. I'm not mad at Michelle for having standards, okay? Like that, I will never be mad at anyone for having the standards that they want for their life, okay? But what I am saying is that I don't like the way that she handles him as a person. And that's what aggravates me the most about Michelle. That is it. That is all. Yes, like the video. We have 100 likes and 162 people. Oh, somebody must have really disliked. I got a thumbs down. Who thumbs down my video? Because you're probably still watching. You mad because I said Alan was wrong for drinking and driving, and I said it in what? Y'all are blowing me up with the participation in lunch program being the limits test for life quality. Child, I had free lunch. I already told you I grew up on Section 8 and welfare. I had free lunch, take the bus stop, bus tickets, all the things. Okay, I was the first one in my immediate family to get a car even before my mom. Yeah, so I know the struggle. And I have never once looked down on anyone when I came out of the struggle. Yes, it made me work hard. Y'all saw when I made my video about quitting my job after 14 years. Why? I stayed at that one job since I was like 18, 19, all the way up until like 3 years ago. Why? Because I was scared of being broke. So I get it. You ain't got to tell me once or twice. I've had 2 jobs in my whole entire life, okay? I am not going to hop around. I'm not going to look. I need to make sure I have a steady stream of income at all times, okay? I understand the mentality. Yes, my daughter got all the devices, all the brand new things, the new sneakers, the new shoes, the iPhone 16, the iPad, and the MacBook. Got it all, okay? The sneakers, the boots, every dance, every game, everything. She has it all. Why? Because I didn't have anything, okay? I remember where we had to wash our clothes once a month. I remember the struggle. So never ever would I look down on someone going through something or someone who's and not at a certain point in their life just because you are. Because you can have it all today and it be going tomorrow. So when people get so hung up on material things and stuff like that, it just bothers me a little bit because we all had different lives. David had a family that put him in private school. Did y'all see the way she looked at him? Like, ooh, how dare you get to go to private school? That was the look. How dare you get to go to private school? And I had to have the free lunch. 14 years. Did you get a pension? Girl, I was a job hopper, guilty as charged. No. So I literally started off as a cashier and became a store manager. All these different promotions. It's a whole story. All the way up. Worked my way all the way up until like it just became too much. Became way too much. But I did make a live about it. It's called Why I Quit My Job After 14 Years. So yeah, I didn't play about none of that. So I definitely understand how you feel like I don't want to go back and live that life. But to look down on other people and to like not realize that you can have your job today and not have your job tomorrow. Like, we just went through a whole pandemic, right? And so many people lost their jobs, spent their life savings. Like, a lot of things happen. Like, so when you only focus on money or monetary things, it could get tricky. It could get tricky. And that's what the experts are trying to get Michelle to see. Like, there's more to life than just that. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, David could be looking down on her for coming from a divorce and poor family, but he's not treating her like a jerk. Absolutely. Like, there's job hopping makes more sense for the younger generation. Well, yeah, and well, y'all gotta remember, I graduated high school in 2007. I worked at Dunkin' Donuts for a year and a half, and then I left Dunkin' Donuts and went to Walgreens and never left. Never left. Never left. Started out making at the time 825. Worked my way all the way up to about 80k plus 10k bonus, and quit after almost 15 years. Yeah. Cool. I'm going on 16 years at my job. I do what Michelle does in Chicago. So, okay, now that's right. You stay at them jobs, get them 401k, build up that money, get them savings together, all the things, right? Life happens when you're busy making plans, right? So I just really feel like it just bothers me when I see someone looking down on someone else's, because they feel like they're not where they are in life. Because at one point you wasn't there either. You know? And that can all be wiped away in a blink of an eye at any time. So I just want Michelle to realize that there is a little bit more to life. Not saying that you shouldn't have, expectations or standards, but there are also things that need to come with that. I wonder how Michelle's parents feel. She makes them look bad, to be honest. You want to know something? The way she talks about her childhood is like embarrassing her parents. Oh, I never thought about that. That's literally like looking down. She looks down on her own parents. Does she even have a relationship with them? Does she even talk to them? I don't know. Wow, I never thought about it like that. I'm sure her mother did the best, right? I mean, as a parent, you do what you can with what you got in your surroundings and all the things. Like, it's just, that's how life works out. Some of us, like, I was raised in North Irvington, New Jersey. I was born and raised in the freaking hood. That's all I knew. That's all that I was around. Some people are just not exposed to a certain part of life. Doesn't mean, oh my God, oh, she live in the hood, she must be a piece of ish. Oh, she live in the hood. Oh, she grew up in the hood. Oh, she had freedom. Oh, she must be not worthy of being nice to. Oh, she must be a hood chick. I am kind of hood though. I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is, I just feel like I don't like the way she treats her. Her mom was at the dress fitting. Oh, she was, right? Child, they went through them scenes so fast, I barely remember anything. Okay, let's move on because we don't got that much. How long we been up here? An hour and 17 minutes. Okay, perfect timing. Let's get on here and keep it moving. But we already know they saying no on decision day. And she wasted that man's time and money on that makeover. It wasn't worth it. And then she said that she left the session on the after party because she felt like, for once, she realized how passive aggressive she was. And so I hope that you are reflecting on how you show up, Michelle, and change it. I really do. All right, so the couple of the night. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. We gotta do it over. No, we gotta do it over because that's the one. What's the right one? Ooh, y'all, I don't know what's the right noise. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. I didn't want that one. Oh, child, whatever. I didn't want that one, but whatever. Yes, David paid off his car and his student loans. That's probably why he got less than savings. Listen, but y'all want to hear me though. Y'all want to hear me because if he ain't got it, if he ain't got it right here. I mean, he ain't got it. That's all that means. It don't mean that he actually made good life decisions so that now he really can save because he ain't got no extra school bills. He ain't got no car notes. He ain't got none of the things. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we moved on. Okay. Akeche and so hold on, what did they say? Okay, y'all, make sure you like the video. So, Akeche and so someone brought to my attention that that is I guess Nigerian, I think it was, and that she's used to arranged marriages. So for her, this may be somewhat normal to continue to fight for this marriage and to actually step into the wife role because this is like, you know, in her culture. I definitely understand that. I know that is gonna stay in this until she can't anymore, only because I feel like she signed up for this process, so she's going to actually see this process all the way through. The one thing I do appreciate about people who do, you know, stick around in these marriages, I appreciate the fact that they're actually trying versus the people who immediately walk away and step away, right? So I do appreciate staying in the marriage and wanting to work, but I feel like when it comes to Akechi, I feel like he's going too far. Okay, there is one thing to just be clashing. There is one thing to just not understand each other or have this arguments and, you know, disagreements. There's one thing to really be trying to go through the motions of what this is that we're doing versus the way that he has called her a predator, named giving her the label aggressive, giving her the label of an asshole. Like, those are the things that just become a little bit too much. Okay, and I feel like for the experts to sit there at the end of this episode and decide that it is okay, not only for him not to apologize for the way he treated her and the things that he said about her, but then to turn around and ask them to move in together, and then for to take the initiative to ask him to move in with her again, really just pissed me off. I feel like this is irresponsible of the experts to actually expect to actually sit there and try to get them to work this out. Now listen, I'm not against the experts doing what they're supposed to do, because part of the TV show is to try to make these people stay married, right? I totally get that. But I feel like there needs to be some accountability. I don't know why we are catering to Akechi so much. And someone said that they're catering to Akechi because they feel like MM is all in, so they have to get Akechi back on board. My thing is, F him. F him. You don't want to be here. You don't want to do this. Ask for a divorce. Get your fine and move the fuck on. Because what you're doing right now is crazy. You are literally trying to break someone else down. You are mishandling them, and you are really like projecting your own feelings about how you feel about them about how you feel about yourself onto them. When we were watching the after party, Keisha asked Akechi, "What has done to you?" Right? What have she done to you? He said that she belittled him. So she said, I need you to give me an example. Okay. So his example was, for y'all who did not watch the video, which by the way, I need y'all to go watch the video. Okay. Don't be okay. He said that they went to a basketball game, and in this basketball game, they were around groups of people of a certain caliber, and she treated them a certain way, right? And then when they were driving home, somebody was in a road and she yelled, "Move, bitch, get out the way," right? So because she did that, he feels like that's how she treat people she sees less than. Bullshit. Y'all know I already said that's some BS. There's no possible way you seeing her have a moment of road rage is anywhere like equivalent to treating someone less than because you feel like they're not of a certain caliber. Like, please go away with me. This is how I know that he literally just be making up stuff, because that doesn't even make sense. But even Keisha had to go ahead and clarify and ask him, so what has she done to you? Like, you said that that's what she did to someone else. What has she done to you? And then she followed up with, or is how she treating others, you feel, or is it how you see she treat others and then you're applying it to yourself? So he said that that's exactly what it was. All right. He sees himself in those people. So you see yourself in the lady walking across the street that yell, "Get out the way" to? I'm confused. You saw yourself as a pedestrian? Like, I'm just so confused. Okay. It's just like you projecting the fact. It just really upsets me, because once again, you have given this lady another label of telling people that she's belittling you and treating you a certain way, when in all actuality she's not doing none of that. She's not doing any of those things. For her to literally be sitting there and making you feel like she wants you, when God knows there should be no reason why she wants you, says a lie. Because you compared to her in no type of way. And the fact that she's still sitting here willing, you should be lucky. You should be happy that somebody is even going to give you a chance, sir. Okay? So for you to be upset because this, like, I just feel like he's literally pulling for things, and then saying, "Oh, she treats me this way. She treats me this way." How does someone who you claim only wants to have sex with you treat you bad? You sat there and said, "Oh, she asked too many questions. She asked too many questions." But then you turn around and say, "And at the end of the night, you could just ask me how my day was, sir." What? Now, one time do you sit there and really, like, no one is really sitting there and holding this man accountable for the way that he behaves. So when we watch the after party and we actually see Keisha telling him, she's asking you these questions because you're not answering the questions. Oh, I just love how she does things because she does it in a way where it's just so smooth. It's like, it's with love, it's with care, it's with compassion. And she has a way of making you feel comfortable while she's reading you down. I love you, Keisha, I do. Okay. But he does this thing where he literally makes up, I feel like he's making up things in his brain. And then he's trying to bring it to life so that people can understand where he's coming from. And never once have he ever gave us a situation where there's facts behind facts behind why he feels this way. So we realize that it has to be nothing but the fact that he's insecure. It has to be nothing that he feels like she is better than him. And because he feels like she's better than him, he then takes that and say, "I feel belittled because I'm not where she is. And I know that's how she has to feel about me because that's how I feel about me." It's disgusting to see the way that he has literally tried to bring her down to his level. Make her grovel at his feet so much so where it feels like, oh, she just wants to hump me. Even have her asking to move back in. It's calling her that when he's talking to the producers. Telling Pastor Cal, "Oh, I can have this conversation with you. It's going to be easier, but I don't know how I'm going to have that conversation." There has to be a point when we get on this show where the experts need to actually step in and expert some shit. Sorry, excuse my language, okay? Expert some stuff. Stop letting this man portray this woman in this light. Stop letting him call her these names and then don't make him apologize or be accountable for those actions. I could not understand why they did not show, if they did, why they did not show him asking her to forgive him for calling her an asshole. Why are they not making him apologize for raising his voice at her? If y'all even cared so much, I minus the apologies, if y'all even care so much, why are y'all not making sure that he gives specific reasons as to why he feels like she's belittling him? Why do we have to watch the after show to find out that's what he was talking about? Why does it take Keisha to sit there and Keisha, the actress, to do the job that y'all, the experts, the pastor, the doctors, can't seem to get done? Why are we not asking real questions? Like, there's no reason in the world why this man can sit there and accuse this woman of all these things, and not one time does he give a real example of anything. And then it's just like, okay, cool. And then for Dr. P to call snappy, oh, girl, what? What? I was sitting here like, y'all not gonna play with me today. y'all not gonna play with me. I gotta sit in my face and play with me today. It's really hurtful to see it because I feel like there is no accountability whatsoever. And for you guys who don't watch the after party, I'm reviewing it, so of course I'll bring it to you. But it's really so much more going, more clarity, I should say, on the after party than there is during the show. The accountability is happening over there. Okay, the accountability is happening over there. I feel like there, and even when they say, "Oh, they're trying to get him on board," there is a way to handle people like Keisha did, with care, with compassion, and still got straight to the point, very clear at that. Okay, and hold somebody accountable. Pastor Cal, as a pastor, as a man, why did you not sit there and say you need to apologize to your wife for calling her an asshole? You should not talk to the women in your life like that. At no point, at no way was that ever acceptable. Spicy, that's it. Spicy. That's never acceptable. So then you go pack up all your things and do stunts and shows and, oh, you're gonna move out, and now she's sitting here and asks you to move back in. And I'm with Alan. When Alan said, oh, she said that, Keche just said he was gonna move back in, and he was just saying yes because, he just wanted the conversation to be over. He just didn't want to say, he just didn't want to keep, talking about it. Exactly, because he's not interested in anything that is going on. The man is so insecure. So I never really could understand when they say, oh, a man is intimidated by a woman, until I've seen this season of Married at First Sight. It has been very, very, very clear what a man who's intimidated by a woman, to the depths they will go to ruin who you are, ruin your reputation, break down your confidence through rejection, name calling, abandonment. If you needed your space so much and you felt like she kept calling you and texting you, why didn't you text her back and say, I'm okay, I still need some space? We gave a lot of slack for, not for texting and calling her, but David did the same thing to Michelle, remember? And we was like, no, Michelle, all you had to do was answer. So same thing for you, Akeche. Yeah, as a wife, she was looking out for you, making sure you was okay. She wasn't hearing from you or nothing like that. She don't even know if you still in this process. The least you can do is text her, I'm okay, I still need my space. You don't get to come up here and just call her names and stuff like that because you feel a type of way. The fact that he called her aggressive shows exactly that he knows exactly what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's doing. And it's intentional. And he's doing all these things to break her self-confidence down so that he can feel better about himself. And that's dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. That is dangerous. He has issues with all women, not just MM. That's what it feels like. You see how he talked to Dr. Pia versus how he talked to Pastor Cal? You see how when he walked in with Dr. P and he's like, oh, I just chose not to say. He acts nothing like that when Pastor Cal's around. Akeche thinks MM is desperate. She's dedicated to the process. There's a difference. I love this. I love this because this is how I had to start looking at it, because I'm like, it is giving desperate, but it's not. It's giving dedicated to the process that you signed up for. You signed up to be married to someone, and unfortunately, you receive this. Very much so, he was banking on appealing to black women with his neo soul, Afrocistic, poetic author. I can't see this. Can I make this bigger? And off the poet words, like, but yeah, he's just, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to find a motive at this point, because like, why would you come on TV that you chased down for so long to come up here and act like this? Yeah, Alan even checked the catch. And you see how he behaved then? He acts nothing like that. And has a medical practice. She needs to move far away from this guy. He's bad for business. Agree, she was done and just here not to appear to be angry, to be the angry black woman. And then, you know what? This pisses me off too, right? Because it takes so much for us to not have to, it takes so it, we have to do everything twice as hard. We have to sit there and take the disrespect, because if we blow up, then we become angry. And y'all are guilty of that, because y'all did that to Hurricane K with her and Zach. Every time Hurricane K got up and wilded out on that man, I completely understood why she acted that way. Should she have acted that way? Absolutely not. But I always understood why she was acting that way. And y'all tore her apart. Y'all said she was this and she was that and this, that, and the other. And oh, poor Zach, poor Zach, poor Zach. And it's like, do y'all not see him provoking this girl the whole time? He's been provoking her all this time, and she's just not sitting around taking it. She's just wilding out. Now, is it right? No. But MM is, not matching his energy. So now it's like, oh, she can't come off as the angry black woman, because as soon as you come off as the angry black woman, then the whole world's against you. Forget what's causing you to become the angry black woman. Now you have become the aggressive one. Now you have become the aggressor. Because he's banking on being able to sit there and talk the way he talked and be passive aggressive about how I don't have peace in my home. And my wife makes me feel like ish. And as soon as she got up and she started going off and blowing up, and he turned to those men at that table and said, you see what I mean? This is why they want to talk about it. You see how easy that was flipped for people who don't know what's going on? All they saw was MM going off. Right? You see how easy it is? It could have been flipped. So like, that's another thing. Like, she can't really blow up, because as soon as she does, that's gonna be another conversation. No, Hurricane K was crazy. I'm not saying she wasn't crazy, but we can't sit here and act like Zach wasn't provoking her. And no, he was not innocent. But everybody was like, Zach. And I'm like, y'all don't see that these both of them is crazy? They both is crazy, okay? He does things to make her crazy. She acts crazy. Then they turn around and go have sex. That's what they was doing the whole season. He makes a weekly fool of himself, and he does. And that is pretty much all that I got, y'all. I just wanted to come up here and talk about these couples for this episode. Kiki over those comments in the section, tell y'all how I feel about Alan and Madison in the conversation. And that's pretty much it. Y'all know I'll be back next week for another live. I'll be back with the after party, the episode review, all the things of the things. I'm just so excited. I need Ready to Love to come back. That come back next month. Love is Blind come back next month. So next month we're going to be busy. We're going to be busy. So I hope that you guys have subscribed to the channel. Turn on your notifications so that you are here when all the uploads and lives and everything happen. Y'all know I'll keep y'all up to speed when it comes to any tea that I feel is not going to spoil the show at the moment. Okay, y'all know I appreciate you all for hanging out with me on this Sunday. I know y'all excited to get back over there on y'all TikTok. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let all of y'all go. Don't forget to like the video, share with your friends. Let's get the channel to 11K. Let me see where we at now, because we've been growing, y'all. We've been growing fast too. We at 10,724, okay? We just hit 10K in like the first week of December. So we're almost at 11. So just go ahead and do what y'all do. Keep doing what y'all doing so we can finish growing. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.